Whoa ho, whoa hoo hoo, ho ho, whoa ho ho ho. Why am I sounding like Santa Claus? But hey guys, how are you? This is IronE Singleton, aka T-Dog from the Walking Dead. Ever since I started the show, I've gotten 10,484,275,516,000 questions, I think. Did I get my numbers right? About the show, about my time on The Walking Dead. So I don't, that number, I could say it again, 10 trillion, I won't do it. Takes too much time. But anyways, I've gotten a whole bunch of questions. That's basically what I'm trying to say about my experience on The Walking Dead. So what I'm going to do for the very first time, I don't think anybody else has done it. I especially don't think an OG member has done this, a podcast about their very own experience on the show. And I am going to do that. This is the very first podcast, I think. So tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend. Now, but before this podcast begins, I want you to understand that this is for mature audiences only. Why, you might ask? Because it's called We Are the Walking Dead. You know what the show is about. It's very graphic. It's guts and gore and bloody and all that stuff. Plus me, I might use a little profanity because I might get emotional. So this is the first time you'll see me getting emotional about the show because I won't be T-Dog. I will be watching the show as myself. And I may get a bit emotional and I may get upset about some of the decisions that some people may make. So that's another reason why the show is for mature audiences only. I'll tell you something, guys. I have not cursed publicly since my kids came into this world and started making their impact in this world. I stopped cursing. I grew up in the projects and I cursed a lot, like probably more than you'll ever curse in your life before I became a teenager, maybe. And then I had kids and my conscience hit me, boom. Graduated as a theater major from the University of Georgia, right? Go Dogs. And then when I graduated, I had my first child just shortly before graduation. And then I thought about it as my daughter started to age, and then another child came into the picture. And I was like, man, and I was doing stand-up comedy when I graduated from college. I said, man, all this profanity, I wanted to do it differently. I said, I don't want to do that. I don't want my kids to get the impression that the way they should express themselves is through profanity. And everybody is different. It's just the way my conscience affected me. And so I changed the way I communicated by dropping profanity from my public life. I continue to do stand-up comedy, but my comedy came from my life growing up in poverty, living in the projects. And a lot of that comedy came from using curse words, because you would hear some of the funniest stuff expressed through foul and profane language. And so I eventually stopped doing stand-up comedy. All because of my kids. That's how much I love my kids. But guess what? My kids are grown now. So I think I'm about to start back doing some cussing. At least on this show right here, because I'll get emotional about it. We Are the Walking Dead. It's graphic, maybe profane. So if you have kids in the room, plug their ears and cover their eyes. Because without further ado, I present to you the very first episode and then beyond of We Are the Walking Dead podcast, brought to you by IronE Productions and Insight Deals. I present to you We Are the Walking Dead. What up? What up? What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of We Are the Walking. Oh, my bad. I could have just done that. Or I could do both. We are the Walking Dead. You don't like for me to rub your head? Okay. It just felt so appropriate. Okay. All right, T. Okay, T Dog. Let you be. All right. So season 3, episode 1 is seed. So with the world growing more, this light is in my eye. With the world growing more dangerous and Lori's pregnancy advancing, Rick searches for a safer home for the beleaguered group. Gotta find a new home. This is season 3, episode 1. Thank you. This is season 3. Is it up? There we go. Season 3, episode 1. Uh-oh. I'm reminded of something. It's getting closer to something. Look at that eyeball. Look at that eyeball. This show is brought to you by Insight Deals, where you can go and get great deals on a lot of things. Jewelry, clothes, all kinds of accessories. Thank you. Thank you, Insight Deals. Woo. See how we came in. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. We came in hard on this. Oh, for mature audiences only, because y'all know I really get into it. I get emotional watching this stuff. Came in hard on there. Oh yeah. I I remember less and less guys. You ain't gonna point that gun at me again. You're gonna put, well, what does Daryl say? Point that gun at me, you're gonna have to use it. Can't do Daryl, but ooh, shit. Carl ain't playing no game this time. Man. I don't know. Carl like, man, this season 3, I'm about it. So the more we advance in episodes, the less I remember. It's interesting. This is the room. No, this is not the room. Damn. Damn. Not to the owl. Daryl, damn. Got a nice crib. See, this is the episode. Y'all see the fireplace mantle right there? There was poop right there by the fireplace mantle and people. We got a good laugh off of this in the room, guys, because when we were shooting the well walker scene, I talked to people about karma and people getting their comeuppance. Look, this is just sad. Wow, look how Herschel's looking. Eating an owl, some dog food. Right there. So I was eating a raggedy sausage links. Looked like some. It didn't look like sausage links. And we were headed to the set to shoot the well walker scene. And Regis got on the van, and he was like, "What is that, poop?" It ruined my appetite. They come. Couldn't sit still at all for long. But in that room right there, guys, remember that room, and we couldn't sit still. we were shooting the whale walker scene. So he said, "What is that, poop?" So when I was shooting the whale walker scene, the whale walker was so hideous, and then with Daryl, the image he planted in my head, I was gagging throughout the scene, along with the dust that was being kicked up into my throat. I was just gagging during that scene, and the director Billy, shout out to Billy Gerhardt, he was like, "IronE, that's good. The gagging, that's a great actor's choice." I have to get out of there. Damn. There it is. So he said that was a great choice as an actor, but he said let's do it without the gagging this time. And I was like, that was not an actor's choice. That was just me gagging, and I can't stop gagging. In part because of what Rita's put in my head, that image about the sausage link that I ate. Did I just eat some poop? But fast forward to this episode, season 3, episode 1. They were standing by the fireplace mantle, and we didn't say anything about that. I certainly didn't say anything to Rita's, aka Daryl, and Lincoln, aka Rick. They were standing by the fireplace, and they stepped in poop, and everybody knew it. They didn't know the poop was there, and we were laughing about it. And they were trying to figure that out, and they kept saying, "I smell some poop. What's going on? I smell some doodle." Then eventually we let them in on it, and we had a big laugh from that. So that's what I call karma. So.
That was last week. Could be twice that by now.
This river could have delayed them. If we move fast, we might have a shot to tear right through there.
Yeah, but if this group joins with that one, they could spill out this way.
So we're blocked.
Only thing to do is double back at 27, swing toward Greenville.
Yeah, we picked through that already. It's like we spent the winter going in circles.
Yeah, I know. At Noonan, we'll push west. Haven't been through there yet. We can't keep going house to house. Need to find some place to hold up for a few weeks.
All right. Is it cool if we get to the creek before we head out? It won't take long. We got to fill up on water. We can boil it later.
Knock yourself out.
She can't take much more of this moving about.
What else can we do? Better give birth on the run.
You see a way around that?
I really didn't remember doing that much talking, that much speaking. but you know, it was season 3, and they said that you can tell when a character's time is about to come to an end. Spoiler alert. Too soon. You can tell when a character's time is about to come to an end. There it is. It's in prison. Said they start speaking more. So T-Dog's doing a lot of speaking. You was speaking. You were doing a lot of talking now. Bye. Legendary.
Watch the backside.
Got it.
Hurry.
Shout out. Oh, I loved it, man. This is pretty cool too. This is so much fun. It was hot though. And we did this scene. Oh, I had that bag. But here's the thing, guys. I had just shot another movie with Nev Campbell and C. Thomas Howell. It was called an Amish Murder. An Amish Murder. And I decided to go and try to stay.
Shut that gate. Prevent more from filling the yard. We can pick up these walkers.
See, I was limping. When I was running, y'all saw me limping.
I'll do it.
So
You guys cover me.
No. Suicide run.
You fastest. No. You, Maggie, and Beth draw as many as you can over there. Pop them through the fence. Daryl, go back to the other tower. Carol, you become a pretty good shot. Take your time. You don't have a lot of ammo to waste. Ursula, you and Carl take this tower. I'll run for the gate.
So during the off season, we shot it in Canada, in Toronto, and I decided to stay active and went to the Y to play some basketball and sprained my ankle so badly. It was awful. My ankle was this big. And I had to finish shooting the movie, Amish Murder, because I didn't want to get sued. But so I shot that movie with a limp. You'll see if you watch, an Amish Murder, you'll see me hobbling as Glock Nichols alongside Nev Campbell as